Hello. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't know how to control any of this stuff. Okay, first of all, hi everyone. Hey. We're here. We're ready to go. Oh my gosh, there are so many noises going off on my phone. Anyway, are we here? Can you see me and hear me? And did you get your bingo board? That's right. I just gave Katie a wrench. Welcome, Katie, to the mods. Hello. Okay. I want to be able to not pause this game very often after we start. So I want to get some of the housekeeping stuff out of the way before we start, and then we're going to jump into the game. So first of all, as you can see over here to the side, I don't know how to pause this thing that's just continually going, but every hour we're going to randomly pick a person, cheat their needs, and also, take a stretch break, even if you don't have to go to the bathroom, and refill water bottles. My water bottle is right here for right now. We'll see what it looks like. I also have the Diet Dr. Pepper that is to right here right now. So we'll see how it goes. The bingo boards. Let's go over those really quickly and then we will jump into the game. So these are the different things that will be on the bingo boards. Now, because all the bingo boards only have 24 items on them, you're not going to have everything, but I wanted to just quickly go over what all of the things mean that will be on your bingo board. And if anybody wants to advocate for maybe the symbol or the sign meaning something else, then you're totally welcome to do that. So this very first one here at the top, let me get my board out so that you can see my mouse moving around. Okay, the very first one here at the top is if somebody passes out. So it's just the Z's. It doesn't mean that somebody went to bed. We do have over here hot tub Z's, and that does mean if anybody falls asleep in the hot tub. Okay, that's just regular sleeping. You can also print out your bingo board after you get your board. You can print them. So feel free to do that as well. Okay, this one right here is the little death symbol. So that literally just means if anybody in our household or on our property dies. So not if we get a phone call that somebody died. That is called sibling death. So if any of Nyla's other children die and you have sibling death, that's what that is. Then, of course, we have back hair. If any of our kids age up with back hair, it predominantly happens with the girls, but technically, I guess if it happens with the boys, that will also count. If you see back hair on anyone going forward, not any of our teens right now. So, going forward, yes. Then we have milestones. That literally is when any of our infants get a milestone. So that one's going to be super easy. We tried to make some that were really easy and then some of them that were harder. So then we have wet pants. That is exactly what it sounds like if anybody pees their pants. That does count as blowouts for the infants. So if an infant has a blowout, it also counts as wet pants. So there we go. Okay, I'm looking to see if y'all are asking me anything. Okay, also, y'all, my brain has been, so if I am talking very quickly right now, that's just what's happening. There's the hot tub sleeping. We already did that. I'm sorry, Heather, that you can't see the back hair. I'm sure I'll say something about it or maybe somebody can comment it for you. I'm going to skip the things that I say first and we'll get to that in a minute. So we have Hoppelborpna. Is that even how you spell it? I don't know. But if we have a birthday, which I have to tell you right now that I should have put Whining Django on here because literally he is right now. I already have a child queued up to come blow out the candles on this cake because we've got to do age ups right here at the very beginning. Let me get Django. Come here, babe. Okay. Django is wearing his sweater. It's just a red, beautiful red sweater. He is ready to go and all set. You ready for the live stream, babe? Okay. So, I will explain it, Kat, when I get there. Oh my gosh. Hold on, Django. Okay. So, the things that I say we will ignore, like I said, for a minute. So move out is literally when a sim moves out, which also this child over here, Chaos Stevenson, has an A. So he is about to move out. There we go. Okay, eats the cake. Y'all all know what that means. When somebody eats the cake, it makes me real mad. There we go. I've already told you about unknown siblings. No, I didn't tell you about unknown siblings. That's when a baby is born and does not know their siblings. And I have to go in and cheat the relationship, which is so stupid because if a baby's born, now I don't mean when they're first born, but when they become infants, they should know everybody in the house. Anyway, hi. Oh, Ariana. Hi, Ariana. And hi, Wolf, and Nikki, and Heather, and Katie, and Katz, and Angel. And maybe I didn't miss anybody else. Speaking of Angel, I'm pretty sure your Angel has a C right now. I'm real sad about her. But we'll get to that in a minute. Okay. Reminder to save. So this one kind of depends on y'all. So when somebody reminds me to save, y'all get to mark it off. Now, specifically, we were going to say when Katz does, and her name on here is Ellen K, because she always reminds me to save. So that's what we were going to do. But then I was like, well, she might not be here the whole entire time. So I better not put it just on her. So when anyone reminds me to save, you can mark it off on your bingo board. When I forget to save the cake, like now, the cake is sitting out and they're going to blow out the candles. And if I just leave the cake sitting there and one of you has to remind me to put the cake up, then you can mark it off on your bingo board. Oh, hi, Raven. Okay, then we have sibling death. That's what I told you about already. So if we get the phone call that one of their siblings has died, one of Nyla's other children, then you get to mark that off your bingo board. If somebody calls and offers Nyla a job, you get to mark it off your bingo board because that happens all the dang time. If anybody is late for school more than 2 hours, you get to mark it off your bingo card. Yes, up at the top, it is pinned comment that says get your bingo board here. Click on that and you will automatically get a bingo board. If you marked something that you didn't mean to mark, you can unmark it or you can clear your whole entire board. I would not recommend doing that. I'll explain what happens with the bingo cards in just a second. If anybody autonomously does their homework, you get to mark that off. Although please put it in the comments as well because I might miss it if somebody is autonomously doing it. So make sure that you do that. If there is a glitch in the game at all, any kind of glitch, mark it on your bingo board. If Rosie needs help, meaning if she is just needing something, like if she's sad or if she needs anything to go outside, to tell her to go outside, to do anything, if Rosie needs help, and I spelled her name wrong, it's supposed to be 2 E's, I'm pretty sure. So I'm sorry. Then if anybody gets a difficult family dynamic or jokester family dynamic, then you get to mark it off on your board. If anybody gets a loose tooth, you get to mark off on your board. If anybody ages up, and I put weird in quotes. Nice, Nikki. I put weird in quotes because literally anything that's not standard equipment when they age up. Like if somebody's got the bunny ears, if somebody's got like very weird, not weird, I guess, looking, this is what I wear when I go out at night makeup, but not like all the way around the house. Oh, I'm sorry, Allie, you can't watch the live stream and do the bingo card at the same time? A full of bladder? Okay. It's okay to blame autocorrect. Okay. If I use the wrong name, you know what, though, Allie, if you want to just pick 24 of them and write them down somewhere and then mark them off yourself on a little piece of paper, I'm going to trust you when you say, I got a bingo. I mean, I'm not going to spend all night looking at everybody's stuff to make absolutely certain that you have a bingo. If the tot potty, has the thing where there's pee all around it and it says tot potty accident or whatever, then that counts as a bingo board. And if somebody autonomously goes to nap instead of going to sleep in their bed, so if they're just laying on their bed napping and not sleeping, then that's what you can do. Hey Norris, I am doing great today. How are you today? Oh, then the last thing on this list is my things that I say. You hit the square and then come out and back. Doing it on your phone. I have muted my phone, but it's still vibrating when people post in the Discord. So, oh my gosh, why don't I spill everything on my desk right now? So anyway, the other things on here are things that I tend to say a lot. So when I say them, you get to mark them off your board. So first we have no ma'am or no sir. Then we have unacceptable, because I tell them all the time they're unacceptable. Put that baby down, tummy time, and that's it. Those 4 things, they're part of the game. So I picked those as part of this to be on the bingo board. So you guys can let other people know what. Hi, Jude. I'm doing great. How are you today? Did you get your cords all worked out and everything at your new place? I hope so. Anyway, you guys can let any new people that come in and ask about the bingo board. You can tell them what's going on with it and all of that stuff. So we're ready for the game. And I have a countdown up at the top. These are how many babies we currently have in the house, and they need to grow up and move out. Yes, that number is going to have to increase by 6 when the babies are born. Speaking of that, I came over to this house and I did a few things. And then I think I loaded my game up incorrectly. And I just realized it like right when we were coming in here to play. So I need to look at this really quickly before we get going. Okay, so I have 100 Sims on zone, which is not what I had before, but that still works. 100 is still really good. So I'm going to leave that like it is. I might have to change some of the other settings that might require a restart, but I hope not. Okay. Maximum offspring is 6. Okay, then I think we're good. So I got her pregnant with 6 children. Let me click on her and make sure that is the case. No, it is not the case. So let me go in here. We want 3 boys and 3 girls. It changed me back to, see, that's what it keeps doing. Okay. So I'm going to give you the... No. I thought I was going to give you the bingo calls again. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to let you look at those for just a second while I exit this game and change my settings so that I have the right settings over here, and then I'll load the game back up. So the problem that I did, I have to wait for it to close. Oh my goodness, Jude. That is awful. At your brand new place? Okay, I changed this for the modern settings. So now let me go back in to Nyla. Okay, so let's... Okay, I totally agree with you, Heather. I like that thought, that the boys' names will be animals, like wolf and fox. Yes, I will fix it, Yuki. It was set on 6. I just don't know what happened. So I'm turning it back on. We're going to look and see what's going on. Hopefully, everything is fine over there. It's loading back up now.